Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, November 3rd, 2025, and it is exactly 8:48 a.m. and outside it is 9 degrees Celsius, feeling like 5. And I wanted to do this video for a while. I'm going to show you guys how I get to school by public transit. So as you guys may know, even though I don't often talk about it, I go to the University of Toronto Scarborough campus. It is far, but the journey tends to be really fast, and that just all depends on traffic and the timing and all sorts of stuff. So, got my backpack here. I'm ready to go. I actually have three options. I could walk to Glencairn Subway Station, which is a short walk, or I can make the 8-minute walk over to Eglinton West Station, aka Cedarvale, and catch the subway from there because I'm heading southbound, or I could also walk out to the nearest bus stop for the 109 Rainy or the 164 Castlefield. The 109 is coming in 13 minutes, although it's going to probably be much later. The 164 is coming first, so I think I'm going to try and catch that. If not, I'll just walk all the way to Eglinton West Station. So yeah, I wanted to do this video for a while. I tried to do that last month, but it kind of failed. So we're going to see how this goes. So I have my backup phone with me so I could at least time it. It's because, it's Monday morning. Who knows how slow or fast this commute's going to be. I'm not sure why I said it like that, but I hope it goes well. And I'll explain my journey and how it could change in the coming months, because this might be the last time I'm doing this. So let's grab our bags and head out the door.
A few minutes later.
All right, so normally I would be waiting for the 109 at the stop, but it is running late, so we'll be walking one stop south to catch the 164. And that route was recently introduced in preparation for Line 5. So normally for me, it takes an average 1 hour and 20 minutes, or even 1 hour and 30 minutes to get from here to school. This really does depend on the options I take. So my class begins at 11 a.m. So obviously I want to get there faster. And normally I like to get there at least 30 minutes before. So maybe to get there around 10:30 so I can at least get a coffee from Tim Hortons. So here's our plan. We're going to take the bus to Cedarvale Station, and then we'll hop on Line 1. We'll take the Line 1 subway southbound to St. George Station, and from there I'll transfer on to Line 2, go all the way to the end at Kennedy Station, and then from there I have three options to get to UTSC. We will decide which option we will settle for. I'm very glad they introduced the 164 because the 109 can be very unreliable during the rush hour. And at this point, I'm half a kilometer from the subway station, so I could easily just walk. But the bus should be here in any minute now. And normally there'd be people waiting here, but there isn't. So that's a bit of a shocker. So the 164 is going to pop out from the Castlefield Avenue. And it's only 3 stops. Although we might be in some traffic. So let's see how this goes. So I'm going to pull my phone. Oh yeah, the bus is here now. All right, that's good. So I am going to start timing my journey. That's when I actually get on the bus. Pull up my... All right. And it's not busy too, yay!
64 Castlefield, eastbound towards Eglinton West Station.
8:58, and the journey begins. Oops. A few seconds late. Oh, someone's getting on. Right now. Alright, we're on our way. We're on a New Flyer hybrid bus from 2023, 7311. I'll see you in probably less than 5 minutes. Normally we would be stuck here for more than 2 minutes at the Eglinton-Marley intersection, but we were able to turn okay, but all the time here it gets really busy as we're approaching Allen Road. So we're kind of blocking the intersection there. Look, there's Eglinton Avenue West. All these buses seem to be replaced by the LRT, which will come really in handy for me in the next coming months, probably by the second semester. That was rather painless. Alright, now to get into the subway here, and I just missed the southbound train, but these come every 2 minutes at rush hour, but sometimes I find myself waiting like freaking 3 minutes. So drop me off over here, so we're gonna go down these stairs. Otherwise, I would just went around and take the escalator all the way down. So clearly hopping on the southbound train. So here's where we're gonna go next. So we're here, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4 stops to take only 10 minutes. Now when line 5 opens, 4 minutes. So I will be waiting here for a while. So when line 5 opens, it'll just be a direct ride from my area to Kennedy Station, and then just the express bus. So over here will be the underground passageway to the line 5 concourse. In fact, they're finally gonna open this up in 2 weeks from now. So all the other entrances that have been sitting here unopened for the past 2 years finally going to open up, because it's a bit of a hassle to walk here crossing Allen Road. It's going to be a huge relief for navigation and congestion, so it'll be very useful. But of course, when line 5 opens, I'm no longer going to be taking the subway. It'll be the LRT all the way to Kennedy, but this really does depend, because the line does not have signal priority, and especially in the eastern end of the line, we will be possibly stuck behind an intersection for a minute or two. Very curious to see. Hopefully we'll be riding it by next month, if not January. But should have been opened by, it really should have been opened by like earlier this year. So I will say this right now, fuck you Metrolix. So we'll be waiting here for another 2 minutes.
1 minute later.
Eight minutes.
Line 1, work finished.
4 stops, hopefully 10 minutes. There's no speed zones along the way, thank goodness. So let's see how quick of a ride this will be. And then line 2 will be the next challenge.
St. Clair West Station.
11 minutes later.
Arriving at St. George Station.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Change here for line
there was a
2.
slowdown just now because
Doors will open on the
there
left.
were workers doing track inspections at the worst possible time. And look, now we got a crowded southbound platform here at St. George. So that was definitely about 2 minutes being wasted just because of that shit. Anyway, on to line 2 we go.
Line 1, northbound.
Hey, yep, that was the eastbound train I just missed. Okay, now here's the problem. Line 2 is probably going to be this bad because, especially after rush hour, there tends to be a lot of train traffic and we're always getting stuck behind red lights and in the freaking tunnels. So normally it would be a 22-minute ride, but it's probably going to be more than that, unfortunately. So sometimes what I like to do, so here's another way I can get to school. I actually like to go to Wilson Station and take the 996 to York Mill Station and the 995 all the way directly to UTSC. And that's if I have a later class. But wish me luck, because line 2 isn't all the greatest. Thankfully the train's here now, but we're probably gonna be waiting here at this red light for a while. And yes, it's going to Kennedy. Some of the trains go to Pape, and then they go out of service at the end of every morning rush hour. I'm about to enjoy this. It's 23 minutes. Of course, on an average trip, it just takes under 20 minutes, or even 15. You can get from my place to Bloor-Young. So anyway, let's see how the rest of this trip goes. Hopefully we'll get there in about half an hour or so. But most importantly, let's hope this train doesn't go out of service at Pape, because they tend to fool us when it goes to Kennedy, but then later on they make an announcement saying that this train's going out of service at Pape Station. So otherwise it would have like the roll sign at Pape. So Alright, Bay, and we have more than 10 stops. I'm not sure the exact number, but it is the entire way to Kennedy Station for sure. So as we go along here, there's not going to be much people on board the train because we're going in the opposite direction of rush hour. Maybe the train in front of us will be going out of service at Pape, and then the journey will be a bit smoother and faster. But we only just got on. Let's see how this goes.
Later.
Alright, here's an update from Pape Station. We're pretty much halfway through the journey, and it's been 37 minutes now. So we were stuck in heavy train traffic, according to the operator who came on at while we were at the Bloor Viaduct, saying that there's heavy train traffic because the train in front of us was about to go out of service and back to the yard. And because of that, travel times will be much smoother. So I mean, we're not at usual speed right now. The train in front of us is about to head off the main line and into the yard. So we got one more red light to go, and then hopefully we will be smooth sailing all the way to Kennedy. Now, hope to get the 905 bus in 20 minutes, 9:56. We'll see if we can get there on time. Hopefully we won't have any more slowdowns or stoppages, but we shall see.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so 45 minutes in. Took a little while, although it wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. And now,
passengers do apologize for the short notice, but due to scheduling changes being made by Transit Control, this train will be going out of service here at Victoria Park.
ah, shit. Fuck.
Passengers traveling further east towards Kennedy should remain on the platform aboard the next available eastbound train.
Yeah, just as we were making progress.
This train is now out of service. All passengers, please exit the out of service. This train is out of service. All passengers, please exit the train. It is out of service.
Well, here's our first delay of the morning. It's a good thing I was recording. So as I was saying before I got off, it's been 46 minutes. And now here it goes. The operator said the next train behind us is going to Kennedy. So let's see, is it gonna switch tracks? I think it might. Because I mean, that's probably the reason why we got off. Yes. Right there, and then the next train's gonna come along but can't see there, but yep, there it goes. Switch its lights on now. It's gonna become a westbound train heading back towards Kipling.
Five minutes later.
That took 5 minutes, but here we go once again.
Line 2 toward Kennedy.
All right, so now 52 minutes. So on an average trip, it normally takes me at least 40 minutes to get from my place to Kennedy Station with lines 1 and 2. And now with the minor slowdowns on line 2, then this minor delay, I am running a little bit late. So I will have missed my connection to the 905, so we'll have to get the next one at 1004. But that means I still have to tell you guys about the options to get there. So normally I take the 905 Eglinton East Express. That takes under like between 25 and 30 minutes. There's the 38B Highland Creek, which takes about 35 minutes, just has to go through Scarborough Center Station. And then there's the 154 Curran Hall, but that's the slowest at them all, taking usually around 37 to 40 minutes. So, of course, we're going to be taking the 905. It's of course direct. It's pretty much the most direct way to get there. It's faster than the other two options. Of course, if these delays didn't happen, I would have probably been on my way to. I probably would have been on the 905 by now. I do like this part though, as we're cruising through Warden Woods. I like looking at the fall colors and nature and seeing if there's any squirrels that are lurking around. But we're almost at the end here. So I kind of spoke too soon about making progress. So I'll check back in when we get to Kennedy Station.
One eternity later.
Arriving at Kennedy Station. Line 2 toward Kennedy.
59 minutes, so pretty much an hour now. And I could have been here at least 10-15 minutes ago if we were going smoothly, or if line 5 was already open. All right, so I already told you guys about the 3 different options I can take to get to UTSC, as we're now at the bus platform, or sorry, the bus base here at Kennedy Station. 154 has just left. So yeah, it'll be the 905. I like that route, although sometimes it does take a little longer. Is that actually it? Oh, it says non-service. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So 10:04, we should be on our way. So here comes the final part of the journey. Again, should take me about 25-30 minutes. So yeah, we'll see how this goes.
A few moments later.
Departed 1 minute late, 1 hour and 6 minutes.
Next stop, Danforth Road. This is an express vehicle.
Finally, we're on the last leg of this journey. So, yep, unfortunately, it looks like this entire journey is going to be a little bit longer than my average ones. That's too bad, but at least it wasn't by much. We'll get the final result once we get off at UTSC. Then gotta get something to drink and then get ready for my class.
One eternity later.
Next stop, University of Toronto. Scarborough campus. This is an express vehicle.
We finally made it. I'm a little bit disappointed with the results too. 1 hour and 36 minutes. So yeah, that was definitely long. I could have been here at least 10 to 15 minutes ago. Now it's 10:36 and I got 25 minutes to spare before my class. So I'm gonna go to the Tim Hortons, get myself a nice coffee. And as the weather gets colder, I'll probably have to get more hot chocolates or double doubles. Who knows? But yeah, guys, long commute. But hopefully I'll have better luck next time. So guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. When Line 5 opens, I'll probably do another video like this. Hopefully it'll be even faster than the 4 routes I just took to get here from my place in York. Take care and peace out. Bye-bye.